Hello. Time to stream. My ear's off. I'm listening for my daughter. My son is at soccer practice with mom. So if I have to, I might go help her. She's asleep right now, so we're good. But thanks for joining me today. Sorry I was a little late. Normally I do this at 2. We had some company over and I just wanted to enjoy being there and not have to run off and do this. But I still wanted to make it and be able to do this today for you. So if you are watching this later because you missed it because I wasn't there, I'm sorry. But still doing it, just doing it a little later. As you can see from last week, I finished it. This is completely done. And then that matches up well with our other page. So this leads into that one. As I'm drawing today, you may notice I might struggle a little bit. I took my screen protector off. I realized that textured pencil feel is what was wearing down all my nibs, causing a lot of issues. So I'm going to try and get used to just drawing on the screen itself and see how that goes. Yes, I still have a cough after 3 weeks. But if you are interested in that, there's a poll on the chat if you want to vote. I have a t-shirt shipping here now with this specific emblem on a white t-shirt, or logo, sorry. Doesn't say man and bot anywhere. I thought it'd be fun. You know, it's man and it's bot. So if anybody asks, you can say it's a story called Man and Bot. And they're like, oh yeah, there's a guy and a robot. Very simple design, kind of fun. Stands out on a white t-shirt. I'm gonna wear it. I always test out my stuff before I put it in the store. So if that arrives and it's good quality, then I'll put it in the store. If you guys vote for that to be put in the store, it should be anywhere from $12 to $18. I think that's more dependent on size and where it's shipped, not necessarily that I'm choosing that. I don't make much at all off of my prices. I usually put what the baseline price is. So I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to just, if you think it's cool, you like it, it's a ship on demand store and you can just order it and it'll be there. But today, I believe we're working on this one. Yeah. So one thing that's difficult here, and that's going to be hard to translate, is this is not watercolor, and this page was done only in watercolor and then scanned and then digitized. So I'm gonna have to do my best to replicate a lot of these textures because this is another memory page. So one thing I think I can do is I can add a new palette. Yeah, and then I can, oh, how did I do that? Hold on. We'll label it memory. No, not memory C. Okay, and then I think, how do you do that? Maybe you, I'll have to look that up later. Shoot. Okay, we'll work on a different page, and I'm gonna look up how to create a palette out of this grayscale, because that'll give us a more accurate look at what we're trying to do with this. And we'll always have the same color palette for every memory. I almost said memory. Not doing any of that. Well, the other page, unfinished page that's here that we haven't worked on yet, would be this one. And there's a lot of work to do here. So this is obviously a repetition page. The goal here is to show that throughout his journey, he kept hearing danger and then turning around, and then in California he said no. So it's just like emphasizing that. So what I plan to do is use color palettes to emphasize those and try and get something. So we'll see how this turns out. This was more of an idea. It's not an actual page yet, but let's see what we end up doing with this. Hope you're all doing well today, or whenever you watch this. Before I do that, yeah. I like this because it's going to be a bit textured. Kind of has that feel to it. Like mud. Stick with the same direction. Actually, it doesn't feel that bad to draw right onto the screen instead of with the screen protector. I thought it would be really hard to get used to because I've done every page that way so far. It's not too bad. Alright, now I think behind that layer I'm going to do sky. Yes, I know it's not very vibrant. That is because this is the Midwest palette. If you live in the Midwest, you know it's not very vibrant. Can be, but not most days. I like that, okay. My goodness. Talk about being outside of the lines. I could select the whole area, and I probably should have. I mean, it's a square. I'll do that from now on. Normally I'm not that bothered by it, but it's gonna get really time consuming. Okay, so maybe we'll add a few little clouds in there. One that spans across, I like that. Now we'll take highlighter layer and put it above these two. We'll go to our palettes and grab our main and bot. Oh, good. That's why I do different layers. Okay. And it's not that big of a contrast, is it? It's pretty much the same. Once we put shading in there, that'll help. realized something. It's not a big deal. I'll just exclude it, but there should be a little tether to the wagon that he drags around. But that's okay. That's not the visual point I'm trying to make, and the consistency isn't necessary. Alright, back into it. Realized I got real quiet. I was, guess I'm a bit tired. The repetitive nature of this page. This actually isn't the page I was planning to do. I mean, I was gonna do that other one, but the watercolor nature of it requires me to really nail down what that palette was trying to be. And so that I have to have that be right for me to emulate what the other page showed. Make it look like a similar memory page. So we don't want to do that. Okay. This is coming together. So this is actually episode 30, technically, like 33 or something. But it's been really fun streaming and creating and just doing this live. I've learned a lot. It helps me be consistent, which is nice. But besides that, it's been good connecting with some of you and just hearing about what your art journey is or what you're interested in about this. It's super fun, and it's one thing that's helped keep me motivated to keep going, and I enjoy working on this project, but I didn't know if other people really found any value in what I was doing. But the main reason I wanted to start streaming and do what I'm doing had more to do with enlightening people to what the process actually involves, how long and intensive it can be, especially if you're not great at it, which I wouldn't say I'm great at drawing. So that's been fun to see some of the reactions and hear from people that have watched it, like, oh, I didn't realize that's what you were doing, or that's how you did it, or whatever it may be, or that it took that much time. Whatever it is, it's fun, and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you if you're one that's watching and you've watched before, or if you're watching for the first time. Thank you for joining me. I really do value this. I'm not trying to become a full-time streamer or some well-known personality or whatever. That's not my goal. Honestly, I could care less about that. I don't think that is a good goal when it comes to storytelling and sharing stories. I think you will burn out and you will be discouraged, and even if you do make it, which a lot of people don't because it's a saturated market, I think there's a lot of value in just sharing something I'm passionate about with other people, taking you along on the ride, and if you enjoy it, great, and if you don't, that's okay. You don't have to watch, but it's fun. It is really fun. If you've never tried it before, there's a lot of learning curve to beginning, but once you've done it and you kind of have your stream set up, it's not bad. I don't take a lot of time to get set up now, and I do create a lot of flexibility for myself. I don't have this huge pressure to, stream this many times a week, or people aren't gonna. That's fine. Like I'll be consistent on one day, but even that time fluctuated today. It's more about just doing it and hanging out and chatting with you and hearing who you are and what you enjoy about this and what you're learning. And so thank you. It's been fun, and I'm excited to keep going and doing more. And don't know what my next project will be yet. I have some ideas, but right now I'm just focusing on this and enjoying this, being in the moment here with this comic, because it'll be over before I know it, and then I'll be on to the next thing, and Man and Bot will live on in other people's reading, and that'll be cool. But sadly, I will be done working on it. I won't go back to it. There won't be a sequel. Do have a short story idea, but it's very short, like 3 pages. So, and that may or may not be included in some type of special edition book that I'm gonna do. That's hardback instead of softcover, thicker pages and all that. Might have an extra little story in it, but yeah. I've enjoyed this. Got a phone call while I was streaming, and I declined it. I'm just that type of guy. I'm just kidding. It's not that big a deal. Cool. That looks good. Let's move on to the face. I'll have to put that skin tone a darker color when I get to it. Alright, one done. How's that look? Pretty good. A lot better than I thought it would. With these simplistic outlines, I thought it was going to be blah. But I can even, you know, patch in grass for one, make the sky a different color for another, and just keep going on that. So that's fun. As I yawn. I'm yawning because I'm tired, not because it's not interesting. Drinking some root beer. Just thinking, where's this supposed to fit in? I think it comes right after this. But no, it comes, where does it go? No, before that. Yeah. That's right. And then there's one page that's still missing from the thing that goes in there. I think it's 42. Yeah. 42, 43, 44. And then this is the 45 final. So that's somewhere in there. Alright, so I got a little bit distracted. You can see all the pages I've finished so far though. Not too shabby. I did go back and fix some, and I did even more this week to make these, like for instance this, to get the hair consistent on man. It just wasn't consistent with the rest of his character drawings. So I did a few of those, and that all went really well. I ended up spending 5-6 hours this week working on this, more than I usually do. But let's jump back in. It's easy to get distracted and decide that I'm gonna work on something else or whatever. But alright, this time I'll start again here. But let's grab a grass. See if I can find some type of good grass. Or leaves. No, we'll save the leaves for later in the Midwest. Grass. See if this is any good. Let's see what our palette gives us as far as grass color. Oh, plenty. That's a good Midwest palette. I think this is the closest color to grass that I'm seeing. Too big. I think underneath this layer, I'll do just some background color because I don't want it to be too odd in the grass feel. Also, like, grass has some, at least in Indiana, there's some dead. Some of the time there's some dead grass, even some mud. I think I'll do a layer under that and do some type of earthy. It's too dark. Let's see what that feels like, and we'll grab paint. Yeah, it's feeling a bit more natural. That's Indiana grass right there. If there's not mud underneath it from all the rain and other junk, then obviously I'm a little bit bitter about the weather right now. But that's actually a pretty natural looking grass, patchy, and unless it's some field that like has been doctored up to be perfect. Not a whole lot of, I'll cover up some of the brown, but there's not a whole lot of houses around here that keep all that grassy color. And yeah, good. We'll go back to this layer so we can erase anything we got out of here. Nice. Good grass. Alright. Now for the sky. We'll do some gray and some sun with the same paint we did before. Some blues. And then we'll finish it out with the sun flare thingy, which I've really been liking. That's white. Why is it always white? Sometimes it picks up the color and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. That's what happens when we put it on this layer. And it's fine on that one. Okay, let's try this one. There we go. We'll take it. I'd like to add some whites to that sky. Oh, not that white. We gotta use our palette. New. Too big. That's what I was looking for. A little bit of texture. Okay, now we're gonna go on erase. Let's see what I accidentally did. Alright. How much of this do I have to take away? Oh, all of it. No. Not doing that. I even lost some of it when I tried to get it back. Alright. We'll just erase this and there'll be some imperfection on the other one. I don't want to redo that. I think it looks really good. What's weird about drawing without the screen protector thing that had all the texture to it that made it feel like paper is now I'm feeling any time there's something on the screen kinda yicky. Alright, yep. We're doing it. And remember, with comics, repetition equals time. So when something repeats and it's very, very similar or exact copy, it's time. Because you're making the person look at it more. Very interesting how that works, but yep, that's how it works. I hear Malin coughing. Bless you. I hear you sneezing. Have a little sneeze attack. Well, hopefully Grayson had fun at soccer, because the past few times he's had a lot of fun at the end, but at the beginning he tends to just lay on the field and not do anything. He's a boy with great willpower, so a whole group of people could be telling him it's fun and that he should get up and try it, and he won't unless he wants to. He's funny that way. With such strong willpower, he would make a good Green Lantern. Isn't it willpower that I think it is that powers the ring? I should know. Just a little bit foggy on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it powers it. The green one. I'm not talking about the other rings. They have different powers. Different things that power them. Sorry, checking my phone to make sure it wasn't anything that anybody needed from me. Alright, wait. Nope, that is not white. I need true white. Yep. Who knew this part was gonna take so long? Here I thought I'd zip through this, but it's so repetitive. Just the way things go, I guess. What is this color that showed up here? And I know when you're close up on these, they don't look the best, but remember, we're very zoomed in right now. So that's the actual page. So it'll look better when it's zoomed out, but I'm not going to add a ton of detail to something that you're not even going to be able to tell when you zoom out. That's one of the time-saving ways that you can avoid spending years on your graphic novel. I have other stories I want to tell. very specific in my process about what I want to spend time on and what I don't. Like the hands. They look awful. But he's making fists, so I don't care. Close enough. When you get far away, you can't tell. Man, so I played basketball on Monday for the first time in, I don't know, a long time. For me anyway. Like, over a year. Not more. And it destroyed me. My back and my shins, specifically my shins, are screaming at me, and I've been stretching them, and it just makes me feel so old when I go do something like that, and my body's like, yeah, it felt good at the time, but you're not in this shape anymore, and you're gonna regret doing that. And I do. But I'm gonna go do it again tomorrow. Because that's the only way I can get rid of it feeling like that. Is to keep doing it. Used to play basketball. I really enjoyed it up until high school, and then I hated it. I think that's mostly due to the coaching and the situation there. I just didn't enjoy it anymore. But used to love it. Still enjoy it. I'd say I'm somewhat decent. Better than average, I guess would be a good way to put it. But my height lends towards that. I'm 6'3", so big guy. But it doesn't really occupy much of my mind or my time like it used to. It's just a good way to get exercise and not think about it. It's really the goal. That and seeing friends. I didn't think I would wake up this early in the morning to go do it. But it's been fun. Alright, skin. Let's do some darker tones here. No, way too dark. Cool. Let's go. Oh, good. Ohio and Indiana. Gonna have it get colder here, so a little bit brighter and then colder. And then I think Colorado and Utah have their own palette. Let's look and see. I guess I just haven't tackled them yet. They should be there. No, don't want that. Delete. looks pretty good. I'm slightly early, but I can see from the numbers, not a lot of people really watching at the moment. I'm gonna call it a day. I need to get an eye on Malin, check on her, see how she's doing. Thank you for joining me. I'll probably finish this up during the week, at least I hope to, because this isn't the most fun one to watch. You'd probably much rather watch something a little bit bigger, a little bit more detail, or a little bit less detail oriented and repetitive. But we're making headway. Things are coming along. And this is something I drew. Well, it's like a, I don't know, Simpsons version of me, kinda. But that's the new, I took some of the color out, and that's the new little person at the bottom of the panel right here when you see the thumbnail for the YouTube image. I changed the other one because it was a bit pinkish, like you can see. My face is pink and orange. I think I like the skin tone better, and it looks kind of like I'm in a window of video, like it's a stream. So I thought that was fun. I was just messing around. But yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. And if you remember to vote on the poll, I'll leave it open, and I think it'll stay open. We'll see. It's kind of a test. But if not, you can just write in the chat or in comments, yeah, I'd like a t-shirt. Remember, the design is this on a white t-shirt, just big in the middle right here. That's all. There's no words, nothing. It's just that. And if you like that idea, cool. If you want to add something to it, like you wish it said Man and Bot, or you'd like the Matchstick Comics logo on the sleeve, I can do that. Adding stuff to other parts of the shirt costs money, but I could write letters up above there. It'll just, I think it's like $2 or $3 more to add something to sleeves. So let me know what you like. All right, later.